Hey folks, how's it going? This is Seagull here, back with another Sims Info and Thoughts video. So there's a weird picture that came from SimGuru Ninja's account today. But first we gotta talk about today's announcement. And that is, of course, Realm of Magic is now out on Xbox One and PlayStation 4. So yeah, if you've been waiting for that pack, now you can buy it. And would I recommend it? Well, it really depends on your interests. Like, if you enjoyed vampires, then chances are you'll enjoy Realm of Magic too. And if you hate vampires, then don't bother getting this pack. Though, with that said, even though it has topped vampires as my favorite game pack, there's absolutely some flaws with it. And one of the biggest, I'd say, is that there's a good chance that some of your playable Sims that you don't intend on being spellcasters will become spellcasters without your permission if you decide to visit the Magic Realm. And SimGuru Ninja did tweet about this recently. So he says, Realm of Magic PSA, a sim that has ever been played will not show up in the Magic Realm as a spellcaster NPC. And to any NPC that has been met before your first travel to Magic Realm will not show up as a spellcaster NPC. And this means if I've created and played two families, the second family won't be spellcaster NPCs while I play the first family. This means if I introduced my sim to Bob Pancakes before my first travel to the Magic Realm, he won't show up as a spellcaster NPC. I remember when Realm of Magic was first coming out on PC, a lot of people complained about this issue, but for some reason, I barely had it at all, so I was sitting here wondering why I was an exception. And it is because a lot of the families in my save I have played at least once. The only sim that turned into a spellcaster in my save was Alice Spencer Kim Lewis. And that's because I never played as that household, since that is in the Willow Creek neighborhood that only has, I think, 2 lots. So I just never really cared that much about that pre-made household. So even though now I do have a mod that makes it so that unplayed Sims don't become spellcaster NPCs, you don't have that luxury on console, so that's why I figured it was especially important to bring up those couple of tweets from SimGuru Ninja. So if you do plan on buying Realm of Magic today, then just keep that in mind. I also think Realm of Magic is way too easy. I find it hilarious how easy it is to complete the in-game quest to become a spellcaster if you don't just create one straight out of Create a Sim. It's like, wow, if I was 5 years old, I could probably complete it just as easily. And while it is cool that you do need different ingredients to brew certain potions, I hope the spells would have had a little bit of variation in requirements too. But you can just learn all of them eventually by spamming practice magic over and over again, as long as you don't allow your Sims to become overcharged and die from too much magic use. And then there are the few spells that you have to learn from the magic sages, but still I feel like they could have done a little bit more. Like, for example, there is the one modded spell called Vampirify by R3M, where you do need the vampire lore skill maxed out. And then on top of that, once you have achieved that much skill, you have to do this reveal hidden chapter on the ultimate vampire compendium. So then you'll learn the spell after that. So there's a lot of challenge behind getting this powerful spell where you can turn Sims into vampires or even cure them. Something so powerful should take a lot of hard work to accomplish. Imagine if Thanos had the Infinity Stone simply appear right in front of him the instant he came up with the idea of wiping out half of all life in the universe, instead of going on an epic quest across the galaxy to get each stone and defeating the Avengers. The quest to become a spellcaster, I feel, is almost that easy. But with that said, I still think spellcasters are a lot of fun to mess around with. And I do like the new build and Create a Sim items, as well as the world of Glimmerbrook. And the Magic Realm is probably the most visually stunning world in The Sims 4 so far. Well, at least if you like fantasy sort of things in The Sims. But still, I think overall, it looks really good, and there are some nice items in it, but the gameplay may or may not fall short for you. So now let's move on to more Discover University speculation. So unfortunately, no teaser or trailer was dropped today, and I wasn't fully expecting that because of Realm of Magic coming out on consoles, so I wouldn't expect them to conflict with the sales of Realm of Magic on consoles by already announcing a new pack that is coming out on PC. But we got another retailer who has leaked this. So CD Keys, which is a pretty well-known retailer, is also listing it, and they have titled it as Discover University, and once again they list 15th November as the release date. So it does seem pretty solid that it is coming out on the 15th of November. What I find pretty amusing is that it seems that all the retailers are stealing that same fake placeholder art that I already showed in a previous video. Yes, I am well aware that the Sims in that background are from The Sims 3 University Life. I even replayed it on my channel recently. But the thing is, even though that is clearly placeholder, that does not discredit this leak. A similar thing even happened with the Island Living retailer leaks earlier this year, where they had names that weren't actually the final name. They kept using names like Tropical Paradise and Island Paradise, and one or two of the retailers even had information listed that was taken directly from the Sims forums. It wasn't even real. But then we still ended up getting a tropical themed expansion pack. So even if the leak wasn't 100% right, it was still on the right track. As for when this could be announced, I still think there is a small chance that it will be announced on Thursday with a teaser tomorrow on Wednesday. Though I feel like the chances of it being announced this week have been lowered quite a bit since nothing happened on Monday and nothing happened today either. So I'm still thinking, okay, next week at the latest, like next Tuesday. So if it's not announced by then I'm gonna start being worried as to whether these leaks are right, even though retailers are still popping up with this 15th of November release date. But as long as they take as much time as they need to get this pack right, because they certainly need to with University especially. It's not just any old pack, it's University, something that people always keep asking for a lot whenever a new Sims game comes out. So if this still somehow ends up being delayed, then I won't mind. But here's where a potential twist comes into the story. So this morning, SimGuru Ninja posted this picture, saying, "My Sim is not at all happy with me." He's like, "Are you serious? Y'all seeing this?" And it's just like, huh, what is going on in this picture? He did confirm that the world this is taking place in is Glimmerbrook, but I still wonder, is this a very sneaky peek at Discover University? Maybe it's something where a Sim got really juiced the previous night and is waking up on the ground is like, oh, whoa, what happened? Why am I planking on the ground? It's not like as if SimGuru Ninja has never done any sneaky things like this before. Like back in June when he posted this tweet, when he said, maybe they're mad, maybe they're frightened, I'm not sure. In any case, the locals aren't too happy with me right now. And then in brackets, Island Living EP plus Redacted. And the Redacted turned out to be Realm of Magic. I can't remember the specific spell that he used with his Sim, but yeah, he did confirm that it was indeed Realm of Magic that he was testing out. One thing I'm pretty sure of, though, is that this is not from any existing animation in the game. I think it is from an upcoming pack. And that wraps up another Sims Info Thoughts video. So feel free to let me know in the comment section below. Are you going to buy Realm of Magic on consoles? And what do you think that screenshot from SimGuru Ninja is all about? And be sure to subscribe if you want to keep up with my latest content from The Sims, Sonic the Hedgehog, and more. So I will talk to you all later, and have a great day. Thanks for watching!